Okay, let me just go ahead and skip this. So, all of a sudden, a bright blue light filled the room, causing the devil around me to cover themselves.
What the?
Gasping at the wind rushed past me, almost forcing me back. I recovered my face with my arm, breaking myself and standing my ground. I tried to peek through my arms to see what was going on, but the light continued to shine brightly. As the gas slowly starting to die, the light began to fade, revealing Matthew with his hands. Slowly he picked his hood up. Gangster style. Matthew? Malik slowly moved his arms from his face, taking his sight on Matthew before laughing harshly.
Are you kidding me? You summoned the crybaby runt?
Ooh, what was that? Malik's laugh was cutting short, however, stopped by his gasp of pain. The thumb of something immersed itself into her flesh. I could believe it, but somehow a knife had been stabbed into Malice. Sure, it caused him to grab it in a pain.
What the hell? A knife?
Next time, I won't miss your throat.
Ooh. Matthew, shortly before ripping the knife out of his shoulder and tended to the ground, he quickly rushed his gun and shot at Matthew, resulting only to stand wide-eyed as a target. In the minor, a knife and mallet, a bullet chased in both, canceled the ground between the demons and devils. Matthew chuckled and put a hand out of his blade, recovering a handful of knives standing out like a fan.
Too slow, Malix. Must suck being an old fart.
Grew frustration and charged at Matthew while shooting around at Matthew. Shadow-covered face, Matthew followed suit, rushing backwards and showed his knife at each mallet. Shot each short was stopped by a flying knife, making multiple players beat through the air. The remaining devils stared, trying to figure out what to do, helping Malice or watch in silence. Eris, however, woke up beside me and crossed her arms as she watched with an amused smile on her face. And Matthew back into the faded wall. He stood then towards the knife above the knife as incoming devil and his bullshit.
Gotcha, you knife-throwing circus freak!
I saw a remark on Malice's face before he pulled up a fur over Malice. The devils got into a stop, whirling burns against the bridge wall. Matthew, however, didn't come. Didn't give Matthew the chance before shooting multiple knives into Malice's back.
Bye-bye, Malix.
Matthew turned a knife into the air and tossed it before picking at the back of Malice's hand. The knife sadly didn't get to meet it effectively on Malice. Ducked out of the way and turned to the face of Matthew with a face of pure rage.
You little shit! You think you're all that?
What is it?
Little known fact, I just like having fun.
That's a load of bull, Matthew. You're fighting in your demon form. Why? Are you afraid I'll kill you as the demon scum?
Demon form. Demon form? I didn't understand how Evermouth broke my thoughts from trying to figure that out.
Hey, mind closing your eyes for me?
Huh?
What are you babbling about now?
Before I could answer, the tendency suddenly went from warm to almost cold, almost icy cold. And at that moment, something in the air changed. The air intensely went from a crazy to still energy, what could have been the Victorian ton of a color red between color red. Color red quickly turned into a deadly mixture of purple. Purple and blue, as everything begins to blur together at once. Force.
You asked for it, Malix. Now you're gonna get it.
My eyes never stared from Matthew's face, however, as he changed, his eyes began to glow as a bright golden color, as a dark blue took an empty form on near Malik's bare feet. I see that Matthew's skin begins to morph, shifting change from human to something else. For some reason, I was both scared and double intent to see the new form. But before I was allowed to see Matthew's new form, however, a pair of hands quickly covered my eyes. Intensely, I reached out, gathering them between to put them off a color stopping me.
It's me. Don't look.
The demon. Okay. Listen carefully, laying the last two words lie in my mind. Don't look. What was being hid from me? I wanted to know, but something told me to obey Damien's commands. But maybe he was fair that I wasn't able to see.
Matthew, enough!
Almost intensely after James' command, the sound stopped. The only thing anyone could hear then was the drip of blood.
I guess I went a little overboard.
Oh my god, you can't mess with Dick. You can't mess with Matthew, boy. Matthew, turn your ass up. Damn. Okay, you cannot mess with Matthew either. Shoot. Matthew said, okay, my thing. Oh, I'm gonna have a knife. I'm gonna show you my knife attack. I will have a sword.
Malix is definitely dead, but you've lost your glamour spell.
Glamour spell? What do you mean? Why did Matthew sound so different? What was this being hit for me?
It's a spell that makes us look human.
I froze. Looking human? They didn't have a human form after all? What did they look like?
Like demons.
As if Eric knew what Damien was talking about. Eric cleared his throat and spoke up, following by the sound of Checopod out of the bottle.
Well, not for much longer, Princess. Here, Matthew.
Oh, hey, you found my potion. Thanks.
I could hear the small chuckle of glare being passed before hearing Matthew glare down. A liquid of some sort. The feel of the air around me gently began to warm back up until that everything had been returned to normal. Finally, Damien moved his hands from my eyes, allowing me to see around me once again. The demon includes Eris that fell on the top of Mallet's body was dirty street that was quickly turned red from blood. The walls behind it was bent red in blood, still dripping into the floor into the blanket. The blanket looked like it was covered in mound of dirt instead of a body. The boys, however, have gathered around me. All of them, include Matthew, look like nothing had happened. What? What was just... I tried to speak, but everything sitting around in my head, as always. Ever if I felt like speaking while possible.
Let's just get you home, miss. There's nothing more to see here.
I could only nod what had happened belonging in my mind to the point of believing. I was second guessing everything, lost in the sea. What to now and where? As we walked out of the warehouse, I looked to Matthew for some form of sight that I wasn't dreaming. Matthew rubbed the back of his neck, looked forward as if to get away from what had happened. Skip? Okay. I looked to Matthew, feeling my heart flutter in my chest. I didn't want him to leave, but when he asked to stay, I hoped that he would say no and ask me to stay along. As if he knew what I wanted, Matthew moved and stepped towards me, taking my hand in his. He gently smiled at me and spoke.
I want you to know that you've been really generous to us. And I want to thank you for letting us stay here. But is it okay if we stay a little longer?
I moved my gaze crossing each board to try and make a decision. Try and make a decision. Let them stay. Let them stay. Oh, I'd say a happy smile grow into Matthew's lips. He shared my excitement knowing that we would be together longer. Who knew how long we would stay together? All I cared about was that I would be with him. The other quiet light to finally rest, leaving me and Matthew along at last. My heart flared a bit as Matthew Pitts kept closely to me in excitement. It was really cute to see him that way, so I didn't do anything but smile.
Thank you so much for letting us stay.
You're welcome, Matthew. I'm happy to have you stay here. I watched him smile brightly a bit before he cleared his throat and chuckled a bit. I didn't know if it was the tiredness of my growing attention to him, but I felt myself swaying a bit on my feet. However, Matthew's face made it clear that he wanted to say something else, making me forget that my bed was also calling for me.
Listen, about what happened at the warehouse.
No, it's fine. You did what you have to do, I understand. Matthew nodded before holding out a hand to me.
Come on then, let's get you to bed.
I was still in my school clothes, but I was too tired to scrump or care. I looked to Matthew for a yawn from escaping me as he gently rubbed a hand over my hair.
Have a good night, okay? I'll make breakfast again in the morning.
Okay, now we can skip. And my guy's Diana. Oh my. Let me just skip it out. It's Diana. Oh hell no. Skip. Oh my god. Diana's right there. I felt my heart flutter, skipping with my eyes landed on Matthew. He kept close to me and glared daggers at Dana. I could feel that he was completely admitted in his choice to say. Don't know what, but I'm incredibly happy to know he wanted to stay. I skipped, but began missing dialogue. Matthew walked over to me and handed my hand gently, looking at me with a smile.
Everything will be okay. Promise.
Okay. I nodded to feel that he was still telling the truth, or at least a hopeful confession that and smiled back. Matthew gently leaned close to me and kissed my cheek, however making me blush, forgetting what I was thinking about. Sounded like a conversation starter and playful skittle whispered through the air, making me blush ever more, but laughter stopped as Sam Lowy goofed at J. Freddy Jensen collided with his face. I looked up to see Matthew was glaring at his brother, holding up a flare animated plushing. Keep quiet. Oh, no words. Keep going. Oh yeah. Matthew. Suddenly Dana stopped in her tracks,
Matthew? Who is...
and then drawled on her.
Ah, one of the boys. Why don't you tell me which boy is Matthew?
So, which one? I felt myself nodding and complained. The fourth one. So he's the fourth, okay. Dana giggled in reply before letting go of my face and stepped back. She's like, really? You're in love with the lily boy? The lolly boy?
Really?
You got knives,
The
alright?
child with you?
Oh wow, she called him a child. She's sadly thinking what I'm thinking of, like a lolly. Technically, you're like a little child character that posts to mind people like, you're young and stuff. It's like, I know that once again, but this time it was pinned on my own decision to reply to allow a sound that mischievous cat purred before stepping away from me.
Alright then. Well, if it's the fourth son you're infatuated with, you should really rethink your romantic options.
Damn. You're still romantic on it, Dana. Hold on. Okay, skip. But we must save here, because I'm about to stop here for right now.